Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good day to you, depending where you are in the world. It was a wonderful Sabbath, very blessed, and having a nice evening. Doing our nighttime devotion from the devotional To Be Like Jesus. The title today: Both Physical and Mental Faculties to be Cultivated. 1 Corinthians 6:19. Do you know, or do you not know, that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit who is in you, whom you have from God, and you are not your own? Health is a great treasure. It is the richest possession mortals can have. Wealth, honor, learning is dearly purchased, if it be at the loss of the vigor of health. None of these attainments can secure happiness if health is wanting. It is a terrible sin to abuse the health that God has given us. Every abuse of health enfeebles us for life and makes us losers, even if we gain an amount or any amount of education. Poverty, in many cases, is a blessing, for it prevents youth and children from being ruined by inaction. The physical as well as the mental powers should be cultivated and properly developed. The first and constant care of parents should be that their children may have firm constitutions, that they may be sound men and women. It is impossible to attain this object without physical exercise. For their own physical health and moral good, children should be taught to work, even if there's no necessity as far as want is concerned. If they would have pure and virtuous characters, they must have the discipline of well-regulated labor, which will bring into exercise all the muscles. The satisfaction that children will have in being useful and in denying themselves to help others will be the most healthful pleasure they have enjoyed. Physical labor will not prevent the cultivation of the intellect. Far from it. The advantages gained by physical labor will balance a person and prevent the mind from being overworked. The toil will come upon the muscles and relieve the wearied brain. It doesn't require a frail, helpless, overdressed, simpering thing to make a lady. A sound body is required for a sound intellect. Physical soundness and practical knowledge of all the necessary household duties will never be hindrances to a well-developed intellect. Both are highly important for a lady. All the powers of the mind should be called into use and developed in order for men and women to have well-balanced minds. The world is full of one-sided men and women who have become such because one set of their faculties is cultivated while others were dwarfed from inaction. The human mind will have action. If it is not active in the right direction, it will be active in the wrong. And in order to preserve the balance of the mind, labor and study should be united in the school. Both physical and mental faculties to be cultivated. Basically, it's not, and I've said this before, it's not just about reading books, learning and knowing, having the knowledge. It's about putting it to practice. It's about exercise. It's about doing labor, manual labor, household duties, working out in the field if you can, or doing something outside. Working, if you've got a garden, working in the garden, getting an allotment helps your neighbor. If you don't have a garden or allotment, help your neighbor. Do something. Go for a brisk walk round the block a few times, round the park. In doing so, you increase your blood flow. You increase the oxygen intake which your brain and your body needs. And that helps your body stay fit. Oxygen helps your muscles, helps your bones, helps everything in your body. And it helps keep your body healthy. Oxygen is very, very important. Yes, we need it to breathe, but we need abundance of it in our blood. Exercise, learning, books, reading, study, exercise, food, good healthful food, and good, clear, pure water. Very important. And that's why we've got the program called New Start. New, N for nutrition, E for exercise, W for water, S for sunlight, T for temperance, A for air, R for rest, last T, trust in God. Trust our Father in heaven. God bless you. Have a good night.